try a Shroud Plane.
Change it up a little bit.
Well, I mean, that was the big thing for me, like playing.
Yeah. 42 hours. I mean, that's like $1 an hour. Okay, it's okay. So I need to buff his damage. Yo, what's up, guys? We got 6 people out there right now, bro. I just turned it on. Whoa, slow down. Come on, hold on a tit. Let's see what we got going on here. Dang, 30,000 damage.
Just try it.
I'll do it.
Time to bleed. Sweetest. Bring it on.
Ooh. I dodged a little early.
Not impressed.
Chrome is flowing.
Dude, come on.
Ready to strike.
I gotta juice my guys up, dude. They're weak.
Watch out, Minoko. out, Minoka. A storm is coming. Prepare. You don't get to die yet.
Dang it.
Time to bleed.
Oops, come back.
You're outmatched. Yeah. Your turn to dance. Getting spicy. The fun begins.
So, medium or I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I'll try it.
A storm is
250.
Your turn to dance. Let's have some fun. End of the line. The fun begins. The fun begins.
Oh, he is breakable. I want to see the counter combo. Damn it. Counter combo sucks.
Let me flow.
I want to see how.
Feel the embrace of fire. A storm is coming.
Way better. Way less. Ooh, whoa. New weapons or... Oh, wow. $7 to 29?
Nice.
Son, here I come! Flashing through the sky! Uma will. Abigrinda. Iras.
Let's see. Why does this dude start battle rank S but can't be healed or gain shields? Oh, that's why. Actually, that's a dope ass sword. The hell? Yeah, definitely want that on. Fully charged enemies break bar on. Oh. Heck yeah, dude. That's a good upgrade. Well, 26. Is it? I think it's Contorso. I just don't want to level that up. I don't know what to level up for him. So, I think we're good. anything good? Glass cannon. Freaking juiced! I do my Streamlabs. Bro, this shit's bugging today. Oh, there we go. What's up, guys? Multi-stream's open. I'm sorry, I missed like any and all chat so far. Let's see how we do though. Let's see the damage numbers.
Let's carve a path.
Dude. I've never really used that move.
Let the ink flow.
Dude, okay, I'm doing a little work here.
Chroma is flowing.
Hell yeah. Bro, this game over.
Sweet taste of battle.
She went 4 times in a row. I don't. Is her speed that high?
A bit of violence, yes. Get ready. Let's carve a path.
Not so bad. to 20. What?
Taking to the sky.
So we got the whack. Alright, all those suck. Alright, let's see what we get.
Ready to strike.
$150, 165, oh man, those hits were weak, but it could do a lot more. It could do a lot more.
Let the ink flow.
What's that elemental? Okay, Genesis. Extreme damage to all enemies, 8 hits. Each hit deals damage in a random element. Why can't I? Wait, why can't I do that? Interesting. How much did it even do? It did so much. Maybe it was that 128. Anti-stun. Immune to stun. $1.5 million? On XP. Damn, bro. Plus 2 AP on dealing damage to more targets once per turn. Apply. Yeah, I mean, those are fine, but could be better. Okay, that's that.
Flashing through the sky. Flashing through the sky.
An advantage.
Hang on tight.
Not going to Old Lumiere yet. I mean, we could. We just only got to start the game plus. Got a Red Bull. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Gotta like. Man, we're coming close to the end here. You know, let's head over to Dark Shores. I think I've already beat the boss. Oh, we can always double check.
Flashing through the sky.
It's really cool.
Hang on tight. Flashing through the sky. Flashing through the sky.
I don't think I can beat this guy. I think I tried last night, and I got demolished. Let's see. Because I'm only doing like 20, 30, 40,000 damage. So, man, it's like crushed in at the worst part. Fuck, I didn't even get the...
You're outmatched. Ready to strike. What lovely fate.
Let the ink flow.
Bro, I'm smoking this dude this time. I did upgrade. Let's fucking go, bro. Oh my god. Bit crazy. So, okay, yeah, so that's
Flashing through the sky.
I think I fought this guy and got beat. Let's see how we do.
Let's carve a path. End of the line. What lovely fate.
Might take just a sec, but I mean, this is way better than last night.
Your turn to dance. Why, yes, I'd love a dance.
I'm really bad on my end.
Let's carve a path.
Not worth it.
I'll manage.
That's more like it. That's more like it. Sweet. Sweet.
Let the ink flow.
Yeah, just load this up. the hell? A few little very minor bugs. Keep running into. What are you doing, pup pup?
Here we go. Hang on tight.
Maximum damage.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter.
Let the ink flow. Let the ink flow.
Dang, I fucked up. Done fucked up.
The sweet taste of battle.
That was it. Gun zone.
Let the ink flow.
Dang it. Really sucked.
It likes you. I love a dog. It likes you.
Watch out, Noah. Lightning dance!
That is it. If we restart, I think we could farm these. Because those catalysts are super important, but I think that's all of them. Yeah.
Let the ink flow.
Let's
Are you
call
serious? Okay. I don't really need chroma. I don't need chroma. We can come back to this later. Or, I mean, I don't need the catalyst. So like right now, because I could upgrade some items for sure. Is it
of 60 plus when start. If you want to gain thousands of lumina in the fastest time possible, you are in the right place. I spent several days optimizing this lumina farming methods, so I can give you the fastest and most efficient spots. can replicate all of the strategies that I'm going to show you later.
Let's have some fun. End of the line. to end this. End of the line.
I mean, that seemed very slow.
Ready to strike. You're outmatched.
Well, well. Yeah. Finesse and grace.
That seemed faster.
Henry. Flames rain. On me. Ready to parry.
You're outmatched. Time to end this. You're outmatched. Ready to strike.
Let's spill some ink. Finesse and grace.
Watch out. For now.
Oh no.
Watch out. Ready to strike.
shot.
Yeah, dodge.
Eyes up, Verso.
End of the line.
Not too shabby.
Cut him down. End of the line. Maximum damage.
Let's spill some ink. Flames. Rain. On me.
Bring it on. Let's carve a path. Maximum damage. End of the line.
bit of a damage buff.
Ready to strike. End of the line.
Flames. Rain. I'm ready. Ah!
Let's carve a path. End of the line.
Finesse and grace.
Let's carve a path. My turn. ready to strike.
Here we go.
On guard.
One more run.
End of the line.
Flames, rain.
Let's carve a path. End of the line.
Flames, rain. Blades shine. Flames, rain.
Bring it on.
Run on. Me. Out. Time to end this. End of the line.
Honestly, these runs should be way better.
A storm is coming.
Let's carve a path.
Let the ink flow.
Ready to strike. Time to end this. Maximum damage.
Let the ink flow.
Let's carve a path. Time to end this.
Let us stay. Let us stay. Prepare.
Ready to strike. Cut him down.
En garde.
I've got some tour dates to tell you about. I'll be in Cedar Rapids, St. Paul, Minnesota, Fargo, North Dakota, Rapid City, South Dakota, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Rochester, New York, and Detroit, Michigan. All in June and July. Tickets available now at theovon.com/TOUR. Thank you so much for your support. Today's guest is the Vice President of the United States of America. He was previously a senator from the state of Ohio before winning the presidency with Donald Trump in 2024. We are coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee, from the Detroit Cowboy, new restaurant here. I'm grateful for his return to our podcast. Today's guest is Vice President J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
I don't care at all. Look,
We believe in the First Amendment.
if the Secret Service has to hit me hard, brother. You know what I'm saying? And hit two other people. I want a class action suit.
Oh, holy shit! Look, there's a literal lion right there, like a lion skin. I hadn't seen. Have you noticed that before?
Nuh-uh. I think is that a lion or it's a...
Sorry, I know we're supposed to start.
No, it's okay. No, you're good. I'm just, there's hand signals and stuff going on my group. I'm just trying to get everybody to come out. Okay. Yeah, they came out. Fuck, no.
We had a really good vibe going. Theo just totally.
It's like my childhood, dude. I was just... Something I said right out of the gate here. That's what my mom said to me when I was there. It's like, something you said to me right when I met you really ruined our relationship. And I'm like, when I was what? 11 months old?
Your mom said that to you?
Yeah, she's just kind of she's a she's just a good grudge holder, you know.
Yeah.
And she's Midwestern, so she's got a good grip on it.
Yeah. My mom's a good grudge holder too.
Is
but,
she?
Yeah. I don't think that she's ever held anything that I said for 11 months against her. Though. That's pretty. I mean, that's tough, man. Your mom is the champion grudge holder.
Oh, she wins, man. She definitely wins. Yeah, this is Kid Rock's place, dude.
Yeah, it's cool. There's a line over there that I don't think people can see. There's two boxes over there. You know what would love this place is my kid.
Oh, dude, Kid Rock is one of the frickin'. He is definitely pissed. He is a beautiful guy.
He's a good dude.
He's definitely the kind of guy. I feel like he would sing at like a where would you have Kid Rock sing at? I know like a concert. I'm trying to think of a different type of event or something.
I mean, he could sing in the orchestra, or not orchestra,
Oh,
no
dude.
opera. Okay,
Dude, he
My
would.
wife now, because I'm the vice president, she's on the board of the Kennedy Center.
Ooh.
We could bring Kid Rock to sing in the opera.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, you gotta
Let's do
fumigate.
it.
You gotta fumigate that place after. That's all I'm saying, dude. Just because, dude.
So my cousin, her one request from the campaign is she wanted to party with Kid Rock, and I feel kind of bad. I brought her. You remember the first time we did your podcast? My cousin was with me.
Oh yeah, I met her. She's blonde,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. She's good people, and she said I really want to party with Kid Rock. She said she wanted to party with Kid Rock and Honey Rider, and unfortunately I haven't made either one of those happen yet. We'll see. There's a lot of time.
Wow, I don't know if there's that much time left for either one of those guys. That's really what I would. What were we talking about before we started, dude? Oh yeah, you saw that hand thing. Remember by Huberman?
I did see this. Yeah. Who was that? What's his name? Huberman.
Andrew Huberman. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He's
So-
And the problem was, though, another doctor told me we might have had our hand backwards. So there's like millions of people in America doing like a potentially like homoerotic test on themselves based on.
Okay.
So
Well,
anyway,
it's your index finger is supposed to be longer than your ring finger, right?
I think I'm not sure.
Okay. That's
Yes.
that's how mine is.
Okay.
Is my like my pointer finger is longer than
Oh,
yours.
look, I'm just saying there's a lot of guys afraid to get out of their truck at work today, probably, you know? That's all I'm just saying. Look,
I mean, there are, because I mean, millions of people watch your podcasts. There are probably hundreds of thousands of people, maybe more, who stared at their hand and were like, oh no.
oh, I saw one guy pulled his finger out of socket just to lie to his wife again. I mean, these are the steps people are going to, especially with this healthcare.
Yeah, that's,
You know?
I mean, you're going to do what you feel.
I'm like, dude, you're going to have to put that back in yourself, you know? Yeah.
I don't think it works like that, though, right? The causality. I think if you like jerk your finger out of the socket, it doesn't really change anything other than you have a broken finger.
Look, man.
Not that I'm judging, of course. Every live and let live. That's
Look,
my
dude,
attitude.
if you're a gay guy, I think if you can put you've put more than your finger back in sock. You know what I'm saying? You can handle that. That's all I'm saying. So that right there, I think, is a good test. I think my great-great-grandfather, not sure if he was gay, but people thought he was gay or whatever, just from the pictures of him.
Your great-great-great-grandfather.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I know anything about my great-great-great-grandfather.
Well,
Probably fought in the Civil War.
He did?
Probably.
For both sides, I bet, huh? You know what I'm talking about, huh?
Okay, so there's a database. There's a website. I think it's like an American history or Smithsonian. Somebody keeps up a database where you can go in and type your name, and you can see how many people with your last name fought in the Civil War.
Hell yeah.
And I did that on both sides of my family, mom and dad's side. It was kind of crazy how many people with the same name at least fought in the Civil War.
Oh, I'm sure.
But on both sides.
On
There were
both
some
sides?
Confederates, there was some Union. Yeah.
Who would you have fought for, you think? Sorry, I'm joking, JD. We're not going to start there.
I'm a big fan of Abraham Lincoln. I would have fought for the Union. It's interesting, man. So you go back in time to like when I grew up, right? The story that we told. So I grew up in Southern Ohio. The story that sort of we learned in Ohio history and American history was basically the Union side was right, but we're all part of the same team after the Civil War. We all came together, shook hands, and kumbaya. And you could even like respect the other side, even if you didn't necessarily agree with what they were fighting for. Yeah. And I feel like something happened like 10 years ago where it's like you have to think that every single person who fought for the Confederate side was an evil person. I just think that's so stupid.
Yeah, well, I think, I know there was a time when they tore down all the statues and stuff and erased like a lot of the history. I think a lot of people would debate about the value of erasing history, It's
That's
like,
a good point.
because it feels like it's there for a purpose and it feels like it deserves to be there, even though, like, later on in life you might be, or later on in time, people might be, like, ashamed of it or think of it differently,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
It feels like it at least earned its place in existence.
Yeah. So did you ever see this? There's this documentary on the Civil War by Ken Burns. It was on PBS.
Oh,
It's got like
yeah.
the really sad violin music, and I actually met the couple that composed that song from the Ken Burns documentary. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah, but it seems sad as hell to sit around with your wife all day listening to that shit. Good God.
Let's sit here and listen to all 5 minutes of it in total silence. Me and you and all these producers. Look, so my wife, who, her family came from South India and then immigrated, and then she was born in San Diego. Like, I watched that documentary with my wife. Actually, I think when we were still dating. We weren't even married yet. Mm-hmm. And it's like such a good summary of everything that happened in the Civil War.
Yeah.
And you get this sense it's sad and it's heartbreaking. They read letters from some guy home to his family.
Yeah.
And it's just it captures the tragedy of the Civil War. And my wife made this point actually a few years ago. She was like, if you showed that documentary, maybe not now, but like at the height of the woke thing, so call it 2021. You showed that documentary in 2021, there are a lot of things they would try to cancel Ken Burns over. Because, like a Confederate soldier wrote a letter home, and it's sad and it's tragic, and you try to empathize with that person, and that wasn't okay in 2021. And I think that's actually one of the best things that's happened in the country the last few years is people are just done filtering themselves,
right?
And they're done like being canceled or being afraid to say what's on their mind.
Yeah,
like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a great point, man. Dude, I'll tell you this. I heard that Frederick Douglass was gay. And I'll tell you, I swear.
Who told you that?
I've heard it from probably almost 15, not 15 people. I've heard it from 4 people.
Where do you go to find the people who tell you that Frederick Douglass is gay? It must,
look, I'll tell you this.
You must hang out more interesting places than I do.
It wasn't white people that told me.
Really?
So,
okay.
Out of the gate, I have given it a little bit more credibility. And that's why he wanted to free all those men, because he was having trouble meeting anybody.
Is that right?
Because everybody was at work.
That's, I'm going to talk.
JD Vance, congratulations, dude. Congratulations.
Man. We're going to talk to the Smithsonian about putting up an exhibit on that. And Theo Vaughn, you can be the narrator for this new this new understanding of the history of Frederick Douglass.
Dude, no, congratulations.
You have such a dry sense of humor that sometimes you say something to me and I'm like, was he screwing with me, or was he actually being serious?
But when you think about it, though, he seemed awfully particular about getting them fellas off work early.
Yeah, I think so. Probably not for the reasons you're suggesting. But
I just said I don't know. And if he was, then more power to him, dude. I think we need. I don't know. I'm not gonna. It's just getting worse for me. You're still good. Congratulations, man, on being vice president.
Thanks, man. That's awesome.
That's so crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, I just can't even. I can believe it, but it's just like.
I can't.
You can't?
No, man. It's crazy.
What about that the first night you won? What did y'all do? Y'all get high? Y'all didn't get high. I know.
If I did, I wouldn't say it for public consumption. No,
Dude, you
I did not get high. I did not get high. I mean, I did have a fair amount to drink that night.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude,
but-
first time I stayed at a Hampton Inn that had 2 beds, there's double beds in one room. We fucking hit
you got to find an excuse to celebrate whenever one arises. But
take us down that night.
Okay, all right. Here's what happened. So we're in Mar-a-Lago. Okay, so first of all, we got a puppy about 18 months ago. Okay, and I didn't even think about it, but the puppy's birthday is November the 5th. Which happens to be the day of the election. So our puppy's first birthday is November the 5th. So we're at Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump has his chef send our dog a birthday cake. And I'm so nervous. I'm thinking about the election results, and I'm trying to get, I'm calling my guys up and saying, oh, do we have any early returns? Like, what's going on? And this like rice dog birthday cake shows up at Mar-a-Lago, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? The president, it's interesting. He compartmentalizes things very well. So he just doesn't get like really stressed out. He's very stoic about everything, right? Whereas I was a little bit more nervous. So anyway, polls close. I'm sitting there with like my wife and all my best friends from back home come down to Mar-a-Lago to watch, except for my one buddy Nate. I still give him crap because Nate couldn't make the trip.
Why?
He couldn't make the trip, man. He had to take care of his kid or something like that. He's a good dude. Love
Put
Nate.
his kid in a van, dude. You have to go to that.
And do what with her?
Huh? Pay the valet to help out. I don't know.
Anyway,
sorry, Nate.
So we're
Never mind. I don't know him. Go on,
trust
sir.
me. Nate's a good dude. Nate's a good dude. He's a fan of yours, actually.
Oh, give him a hug for me.
So we're watching the election returns, and I'm getting updates because it's crazy, dude. There's a whole data apparatus that is feeding information into the central campaign. So like whatever the media is reporting on, we're like 15 minutes ahead of time. And we're asking questions like, oh, I'll never forget this. There's this one little county in Indiana that produced election results early. And we were like, oh my God, we did so much better in that county than we did in 2020 or even 2016. Yeah. And so that's a pretty good sign. And what happened is as these counties trickle in, you realize we're doing way better than we did even in 2016. Like, oh my God, Donald Trump's going to be the president and I'm going to be the vice president of the United States. And that was nuts. And I was actually with my wife.
What'd you do? Did you put your hands in your pockets or what'd you even do?
I don't know what I did with my hands, man. It was like Talladega Nights, right? I'm just not sure what to do with my hands all night. So we go over to the hotel where they're doing like the victory celebration, and I'm there with like Don Jr. and Tucker Carlson and a few other people who are sort of in the world of politics. And they called Pennsylvania, and I didn't realize that, like the TV called Pennsylvania. And I didn't realize it. I was just talking to my wife, and the crowd goes wild. So you hear people cheering, and I'm like, what the hell happened? And I look over the TV, I'm like, oh my God, it's official. And that was one of the craziest moments.
God.
Yeah. The feeling at that moment, one, it was incredible, but then you have this overwhelming sense of like, oh my God, we're the dog that caught the car, right? And now you have to do a good job. Yeah. And it's not like some random job. It's like a really important job. And so I just had this kind of sense of, oh my God, this is real now.
Well, you're moving into another class of society. I mean, shit, your dog's used to getting cakes for his birthday now. You know what I'm saying? Like, things are changing, man. Do you stay? Where do you stay at? Because if the president stays in the White House, where do you stay at?
Yeah, so you should come visit. You have an open invitation. The president actually gives me crap about this because he says, sometimes I think you have a nicer house than I do. We stay at a place we call it the VPR, the Vice President's Residence, but it's in the Naval Observatory. So we've got like probably 40 or so acres of completely private space.
In an observatory?
Yeah, and
you could be
across
damn
the street.
Peeping Tom,
yeah,
huh?
That's right.
Bro,
no,
bring
absolutely
me
not.
in, dude.
Peeping Tom on stars and
dude, I got a small ladder. I'll set that whole neighborhood ablaze.
That's a picture of our house.
Dude, nobody will buy a new bra in that neighborhood without me knowing it, dude. I swear to God, brother.
The telescopes are pointed towards the stars, Theo.
Hey, wait.
But anyway, so we live there. So we got 3 little kids and, like I said, a dog.
Wow,
and
it's so cool.
it's very cool. So we did actually. So a couple weeks ago, the president invited me and my wife. We had I think it was my stepmom was in town, and the president invited me and my wife to stay in the Lincoln bedroom. And I was like, oh, that's like really cool. Of course I want to go stay at the Lincoln bedroom. So apparently, though, a vice president had never stayed at the White House with the president before. And so the Secret Service wasn't totally sure what to do because they didn't have like the processes. But yeah, we went to the White House. We stayed at the Lincoln bedroom.
Did y'all stay up late?
We did actually, but because it was kind of scary, right? I mean, you're like laying in the room. There's a desk where, you know, the president's like, that's the desk where Lincoln wrote the Emancipation Proclamation. Like, I thought it would be cooler and more fun, but you're kind of just laying in there and it's like, you know, there are ghosts. Feels like there's ghosts everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just a kind of a creepy feeling to be in the literal bedroom of Abraham Lincoln. I mean, think about it. That dude went to the Ford's Theater to go see a play, left that room, but never came back. Right? That's that's creepy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Speaking of Frederick Douglass,
yeah,
we've come full circle.
Look, I'll just say this: there's photos when he was signing that. You saw Frederick in the distance, just biggest
Just really
smile,
happy, biggest smile
in the joint. So, damn, you slept. So you might be the first vice president that ever slept in the White House.
That's what they told us. I don't know, you know, that's maybe it had happened like 30 years ago, but
did y'all stay up late with the Trumps and watch a movie or anything? Or like, what did you got? Play a game or anything?
So the White House is a movie theater. The president was busy, but my wife and I went and watched Gladiator 2 in the White House movie theater. That's right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. It wasn't as good as Gladiator 1, I thought. That's just one man's opinion.
Yeah, but it's way better when you're the vice president watching.
Yeah, that's right. In the White House movie theater.
Oh, dude, it's shitty. But if you're the vice president watching it, when you get to the end of the movie, you're still the vice president.
You're still the vice president.
So that's pretty
right.
dope,
yeah,
dude.
That's right. So yeah, we stayed up late, watched a movie. The food's really good. So there's like a fancy chef at the White House. I mean, it's the White
and
House.
And he stays up all night?
Well, I don't know how late he stays, but if you order anything at any time of night, they will just bring it to you. So
I gotta get there. Thankfully, at least we're at Kid Rock's bar, so you know, so I was like,
that's right.
I'm headed in a good direction. We are at Kid Rock's restaurant. I do want to say that it's a new restaurant. Well, it's a refinement of Joe Muir Seafood, which is a famous restaurant in Nashville, and he graced us by letting us have this room here to do this.
Okay.
So I want to
thank you, Bob Ritchie, also known as Kid Rock, for letting us have this beautiful space. He told me it had only been open for 2 days.
Really?
I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was here at a freaking welcome party or something. I think I was here last night.
Nice.
What the dude? I was freaking in here last night.
You're the welcoming party, which was last night because it's only been open for 2 days. It's good. So how was the food?
The food, I will say this actually. There's steaks that they have these little bitty mushrooms, and I feel like they were, I don't want to say this out loud, but they were too young to be picked or whatever. But it was really good.
It's good?
Really, really good.
I had high
gotta
expectations.
Ask you,
okay.
We have you here. Right. Elon just hit the airwaves today. Bring it up,
man.
dude.
Oh, man.
The fucking shit missile is in the cannon.
Okay. Wow.
Elon Musk, time to drop the really big bomb, right? And I thought this was going to be on Iran.
So it's funny. I haven't even seen.
Right?
I haven't even seen this one.
But he goes, at real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Nice signature from a South African DJT.
Man. Well, so just so your audience is aware, when is this going to air? Like tomorrow or 2 days from now?
45. It's airing now, dude. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
no.
Presumably, when this comes out, people are going to know more about this than even I do, because
I just learned about
this. This kind of happened on the plane when I was coming on down here. Okay,
I agree.
Look,
this is new.
Here's my basic reaction to like all this stuff is look. First of all, absolutely not. Donald Trump didn't do anything wrong with Jeffrey Epstein. Like, the guy is whatever the Democrats and the media says about him. That's totally BS. Here's my basic read on it. First of all, I'm the vice president to President Trump. My loyalties are always going to be with the president. Mm-hmm. And I think that Elon, he's an incredible entrepreneur. He's actually done, I think Doge was really good. This sort of effort to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in our country is really good. And look, man, I'm always going to be loyal to the president, and I hope that eventually Elon kind of comes back into the fold. Maybe that's not possible now because he's gone so nuclear.
Well, his feelings,
but I hope it is, man.
Like his
because
feelings are hurt. Why though? Do you know why?
Yeah, I mean, so look, I think number one. So, Elon's new to politics, right? So his businesses are being attacked nonstop. They're literally like firebombing some of his cars. And by the way, we're looking into a lot of this stuff. I mean, some of that stuff we're looking into is an act of terrorism at the Department of Justice, because I think it is an act of terrorism. So I think part of it is this guy got into politics and has suffered a lot for it. But I mean, and I get the frustration there, and I get the frustration that, I mean, look, Congress got the spending bill. But the main purpose of the bill is not actually spending or cutting spending, though it does cut a lot of spending. The main purpose of the bill is to prevent the biggest tax increase. But I understand, like, it's a good bill. It's not a perfect bill. Like, the process in D.C., if you're a business leader, you probably get frustrated with that process because it's more, bureaucratic. It's more slow moving.
Yeah.
So I think there's just some frustrations there. But I really, man, I think it's a huge mistake for him to go after the president like that. And I think that if he and the president are in some blood feud, most importantly, it's going to be bad for the country. But I don't think it's going to be good for Elon either.
But Elon, like, did Doge, first of all, my first thought was that it's a ruse, right? Because there's a lot of times where the media will put out a ruse, or they'll use somebody like, I think the Diddy thing is a ruse. Like, it's like, hey, like, diverse community, stay busy with this shit while we, like, move all these chess pieces, right? Sometimes that's what I feel like it is. And maybe I'm like a pervert or whatever, sorry, or weird guy, sorry. But this has nothing to do with that. But I'm
not a pervert. Maybe you're a weird guy. You're not a pervert. I think you're a good dude.
Well, I appreciate that, dude. But anyway, what I was saying was,
that Diddy thing, man. Is it true they found, like, sorry,
no, go
not to
on.
play into this, but I read somewhere that they found like bottles and bottles and bottles. Maybe you told me this. I don't know. Somebody told me bottles and bottles of like baby oil, but that had like drugs
in it. Bring that up. Was they doping up?
Is that real, or is that just something I heard on the internet? Because sometimes you hear stuff on the internet that's not true.
Well,
Most of it is. Most of the stuff you hear on the internet.
What defense would you have? Like babies that are addicted to dirty oil?
Yeah, I mean, you don't normally have GHB in baby oil.
GHB
like, I'm not
oil.
a doctor, but I don't think that's a normal ingredient in GHB. Anyway, sorry.
I mean, like, no. But I don't know, dude. There's some babies these days that fucking want to get to the club, homie. No. But so do you think it was, so obviously it was the bill. This is where it's happened. Something about the bill made him upset.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, again, I think he looked at the bill. He didn't like it. And I think it's a good bill. But again, there are things you can criticize about it. Like the president would be very open and say, this is not a perfect bill.
Yeah.
But Donald Trump doesn't get to write the bills, right? Congress has to write the bills.
Okay.
And you got to work with them to try to get something that is as good as possible.
Okay.
So here's what I'll say about the bill. Number one, prevents the biggest tax increase in American history.
It prevents it?
Prevents it. Because taxes are going to go up on everybody in a really big way at the end of 2025, because the old tax law expires at the end of 2025. So you're going to hit a big tax increase. We're trying to prevent that from happening. We're also trying to do stuff. Okay, so you got a lot of people working long overtime hours in this economy. We inherited bad inflation from Joe Biden, so no tax on overtime, no tax on tips. Right? We're in Bob Ritchie. We're in Kid Rock's great restaurant. His servers would not have to pay taxes on the hard-earned tips that they get when they're busting their ass doing a good job. So when working for Kid Rock, man, that's hard work, right? So I think that it's a good bill, and it does a lot of good for the American people. But like, look, Elon's entitled to his opinion. I'm not saying he has to agree with the bill or agree with everything.